Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome. My name is Linda. Thanks for clicking on this video. What I have for you today is an elemental spread. So I'm going to pull cards for each of the different elements here, and we're going to look at topics that are governed by those modalities. If you want to just have a really quick reading here and you've got a busy day, you need to get on, just go ahead to the element that governs your sun sign and just watch for any quick messages that will help you along with your day right now. Otherwise, watch through the whole reading. You'll find insight and wisdom in the whole reading. I'm going to go ahead and do the shuffle now, and then I'll explain each element as I go ahead and read for each of those elements. So okay, so all the cards are shuffled and laid out. I'm going to just start here with the earth reading and set these aside. Come back to them. So with the earth reading, we're going to cover topics regarding anything relating to home life, family life, finances, career, money, and anything to do with the mundane reality. So we have Judgment, well, 3 major arcana straight out. Judgment reversed, the Empress, World reversed, and Knight of Cups. Interesting. From the Voyager deck, we have 5 of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords upright, Ace of Crystals, and the Ace of Coins. Okay, I like this. So what I'm feeling with this reading is that for those of you under this influence, or for those of you feeling this energy, what you might be going through now is that you're looking for a change, like having both Judgment and the World in the reverse position with regard to earth related topics. I would say that for some of you, you may be looking for a career change. That's what I'm feeling mostly. I'm not really feeling like home life as much. I feel like this is much more about career, especially because we have the Ace of Pentacles here at the end of the reading. What I feel is that, and the Empress as well, it's very creative, it's very earthy, it's very Venusian, it's very much related to the physical realm, but in a very elevated way. So, and with the Knight of Cups as well upright here, I feel like some of you are looking to shift out of something that you've been doing that now no longer feels satisfying or interesting. It doesn't hold the same appeal, or like the shine has worn off. That's what I'm feeling as far as your career path is going, and you're looking to bring in a new energy that's more creative, more fulfilling as well, that has more meaning. Some of you may be looking to go into service work. The Empress is the healer as well. She's like the herbalist, the massage therapist, the counselor, anyone that does any type of therapy for the body, anyone that's doing any kind of like medicinal work that relates to plants or animals, is the Empress. But she's also the artist too, because it's governed, the Empress is governed by Venus. So like I said, you might be looking to shift into more creative work, or in general, if none of those particular career paths are appealing to you or resonate with you at all, the general feeling here is that you're looking to close out a cycle of work that you've been doing that maybe once was very satisfying, but now you're finding it quite dull and dreary and very unfulfilling. The glamour has gone out of it, the shine has gone out of it, the appeal has gone out of it, and now you're kind of just going through the motions, and you want to bring in a new time, a new era in your life where your work is very satisfying because you're in service to others, or you're in service to a higher energy that you're bringing through. You know, like there's the energy here of you channeling in either divine healing qualities from the divine feminine energy, or being in service in some way to a greater cause, or doing some kind of creative work that, yes, it's about you expressing yourself, but there is another vibration coming through it that brings it to a place where it has a healing quality. So yes, you could be an artist or a healer in some way, but the overall energy I'm getting from these, the energy of this spread, is that you're wanting to do something that is more elevated, that's more spiritual, for want of a better word, that is in service to the whole, that is channeling in energy from a cosmic source. And it brings about a greater sense of satisfaction because you feel more aligned with your purpose. You feel more aligned with a higher power. And as a result, your financial energy will shift as well. And I feel like for some of you that you're ready to make this shift into this area where you are doing this kind of service work, or you're doing some kind of healing work, where you actually are beginning to realize that your openness to receive abundance is actually really vital. It's a very important part of you embracing that energy and really stepping forward into the work of service and healing, and being in your community as a member of society that is someone that people go to, that are reliable, and provide that support and provide that energy that people can depend on when they need help. But in order for you to be that person and for it to be sustainable for you, you need to accept financial exchange for that. So some of you may have been doing this work for some time already without actually taking any payment for it. And this is a time here now where that energy is shifting, and you're moving into a space where you can actually accept some reciprocity. There's a financial exchange for your energetic work so that you can actually live. You need to be able to live. If you're going to do this work and commit to it and give your wholehearted energy and your whole heart to it, there's a lot of heart in this reading. Look, the Empress here, the Knight of Cups, it's a generosity. There's a compassion and a generosity and a giving. But in order for you to be able to fulfill your path, fulfill your tasks, and be in service in that way, you understand that now is the time where you actually have to start to accept financial exchange for your services. And you will be looked after. For some of you, it's very hard to receive, but that energy is starting to move out. That energy is starting to move out. You need to let that go. You need to be humble enough and realize that in order for you to fulfill your mission, you must accept financial reward. You must accept payment in exchange for the services rendered. Earth reading, that's it. I'm going to leave it there and move on. I hope you found that helpful. Next, we're going to look at water. That was really beautiful, the Earth reading. Now, for water, we're going to look at topics relating to relationships, emotions, love, creativity as well. Six of Swords reversed with the High Priestess. Ace of Swords. We had the Ace of Swords in the previous reading too. Nine of Swords upright. A lot of Swords energy here. The Priestess for me is also very air. There's a lot of air energy on the top row. Woman of Worlds, that's the Queen of Pentacles. The Emperor. And Eight of Wands. Wow, this is a very interesting reading. So if we're looking at topics relating to relationships and love, I feel here that someone could be pregnant. Someone could be, one of you or someone watching this could be, starting a family and moving into a time and a space where your priorities are changing, most certainly. That's one part of this reading. What else I'm feeling here is that I feel that for some of you, there's something here emotionally that you are having a hard time letting go of. Notice we're looking at the relationship, relationships with the water element here, but there's a lot of swords energy. So there's something about the way you're thinking about a relationship or an energy that you've had between you and another person from the past that you are still ruminating over. And I feel that this top row here is saying that there's something that you need to be really honest with about yourself. And I feel this Ace of Swords here is a kind of clarity of mind, but it's also a cutting. See this bondage here? Like you're holding on to the past with regard to a certain person or a certain relationship. And that is preventing you from moving onward. And you need to understand that it's time to draw the line. This Ace of Swords now as well I'm seeing is a line in the sand. You need to find a way to be really raw and honest with yourself. That's the High Priestess. You need to detach a little bit from this emotional situation, excuse me, and find a way to cut is very severe. Let's find another word. Unhook from an unhealthy emotional connection from the past that is keeping you feeling limited, stagnant, bound up, and unable to move forward. You have to understand this is your choice. You've chosen to keep this position. The other person has moved on and you need to do so as well. You need to do so as well so that you can make yourself available for new energy. And that's also what this bottom row is giving. There is new energy that can come in. Like you have the energy of the Emperor and the Eight of Wands. So it could be that there is someone coming in quite quickly. Someone that's actually very powerful, very stable, very established in their own life. Someone that's quite fiery and passionate. And it's a mature energy. It's not an immature energy. It's someone that's very, I'm hearing controlled, but I'm not feeling that in a negative sense. I'm just feeling that more in the way of they have learned how to master their resources and their own personal internal resources and their external resources to create in a very profound and beautiful way. There's a lot of abundance with that as well. This could also be you. It doesn't have to be another person. But I feel for some people, there is this energy here of you realizing that you've been holding on to something and that you need to let go. And once you do that, and I think maybe for some of you watching this reading, you might be able to do that in the instant that you hear this message. And as soon as you do that, it's like that timeline ends. And you free up a whole bunch of space to allow this energy to come in. And it can happen quite quickly with the Eight of Wands. I love this card. This is the Spolia deck if anyone's interested. I just got it recently and I've been really, really enjoying working with it. It's kind of a collage style tarot. But what's jumping out to me now is this like these flowers here in the in the card. If it'll focus. Yeah, the wands represent energy moving really quickly, communication happening, but that flower there feels to me like an offer, and I feel like it's from this Emperor, and I feel like you are this Queen of Pentacles in the reading. You're also the High Priestess, and never mind about your gender. This is just about the archetype here, right? The High Priestess is here is you saying, I need to be truthful and realize what I've been doing unconsciously, which is holding on to the past. I need to draw a line in the sand and delineate the past from the present so that I can let go of my attachment to something or someone, to bring myself into the present moment where I can be available to the abundance of this beautiful energy that is very close by and trying to access me. But because I've been distracted and ruminating too much over the past, I haven't even been able to see it. So this shift that occurs here when you have this revelation and you clearly let go and unhook from your attachments or your entanglements to something that's already completed, you free yourself up from this bondage and become available to the energy that's moving towards you. I feel that's it for the water reading. I want to keep this reading pretty succinct, so I'm going to move on. That was water. We're going to move forward now and look at the fire element. Now, the fire reading is going to look at topics regarding passion, sexuality, creativity, and also potentially some challenges. Let's see what cards come out. Okay, Five of Cups, Page of Pentacles reversed, the Devil, Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, so we're definitely looking at challenges here. I don't feel that this reading is going to cover sexuality. This is more about some challenging energy that you're dealing with. Priestess reversed, Eight of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Wands upright. Okay. So with regards to some challenges that you're facing, there may have been a loss recently that it was unexpected, and maybe you're still grieving, or you're still dealing with the emotional fallout of something that changed suddenly without your previous expectations, let's say. And that's maybe leaving you in a little bit of a dark place. You may be feeling emotional, sad. You might be grieving. It could be that a person left suddenly, or that some situation in your earthly life, whether it was a financial situation, a work situation, or a relationship, something changed suddenly and unexpectedly, and that's leaving you feeling a little sad and maybe lonely. But what the message is giving here is that this is actually designed to be very beneficial to you, and it's okay to feel sad right now. It's totally okay to be in your emotional space. There is a little warning though, that not to get too stuck there, because this Eight of Cups reverse is suggesting that you're having some difficulty again with letting go and moving on, and that may cause a stagnancy that prevents you then from being available to this new energy that's coming through. So while the event may have been painful and is something that you're still dealing with emotionally, it's important that you first of all do let yourself purge those emotions, that you don't pretend that everything's okay and just try to switch the happy trigger and get on with things, because you know that's not always realistic. It's not even fair to yourself, right? It's okay to experience grief. It's okay to experience loss. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to be pissed off. Every emotion is okay. Every emotion is okay. Don't deny anything. Don't deny what you feel. But what's important to remember is to let yourself purge the emotions in a very timely way, in a very even practical and pragmatic way. You know, follow a protocol, follow like your own, use whatever practical, magical, ritualistic tools and instinctual ways that you would to handle when life throws you a curveball. But then it's important to use discernment and wisdom and zoom out so that you can take a higher perspective on what you're dealing with, so that you can understand that the universe is your friend. There's no punishment here. Things change because everything is actually a metaphysical experience. And if something has shifted for you, it's because the vibrational match was not resonant anymore. And so your energy needs to be more co-creative and more cooperative with the energy that's shifting, so that you can instinctually vibrate your frequency at the energy of the new thing that's coming towards you. So you just need to understand that yes, things are changing, things have changed, but it's designed to be in your benefit. It's designed to be in your favor. Like I said, there's no punishment here. There's life is not keeping checks and balances on you and taking good things away from you to punish you for something from the past. It doesn't work like that. You just need to be aware that there is new energy that you're coming into, and you need to be more co-creative and more participatory in realizing that energy and starting to raise your vibration so that you can match the energy of that which is coming towards you. So this beautiful Queen of Wands energy, something new is coming in, something very creative, something that you're passionate about. And maybe it's not about something else coming towards you, but you realizing that that's the energy you need to tap into within your own archetype, so you can bring that energy forward and raise the vibration to be in that space, so that you can then manifest and attract those things that you actually are calling in. I hope that makes sense. But Priestess reversed here is a little bit of a warning, like I said, to not get stuck too long in your emotional purging, and just like do it and get it done and move on, right? Don't get stuck too long in indulging in this energy, because it will take much long. It will be much harder for you to get out of it, and it will take much longer to get you to this energy. But this is actually already nearby, and it's already around and in you. You just need to tap into it more. The Queen of Wands. Tap into your creative fire. Tap into what you're passionate about. Tap into your unmet potential. Tap into your ideas and your creativity and your passions, and see how you can pull that up and move it forward, so that you can generate new energy to move past this. And know that there is definitely a phoenix rising from the ashes energy in this reading, you know, where you have experienced loss, but you're going to come out of it better and brighter and shinier and more fulfilled. But it's up to you to make it happen. It's not about something just landing in your lap. You have to access this energy within you and channel it through and bring it forward. All right. That's the fire reading. I will say though, with the Devil card as well, that maybe some of what's been lost here is something that was, how do I say that? Like the changes that are occurring it's part of your development and process onwards and upwards, and coming out of old patterns, old states of being, conditions, dependencies, unhealthy behaviors, things like that. So while it might look like a loss of something that you really liked and was comfortable and beautiful and pleasant and whatever, it's something that perhaps probably on a soul level needed to go. Okay? So yes, mourn and grieve whatever for a second, but don't get stuck in the past, and don't get attached to what you've lost. You need to learn how to move on and create something new out of what space was created by that experience changing, if that makes sense. All right, friends, that was the fire reading. Now we're going to move on to air. It's the final element. So the air reading is going to cover topics relating to communications, of course, concepts, ideas. 6 of Cups, Page of Cups reversed, 5 of Wands reversed, the Hermit, 9 of Cups, 4 of Crystals, and Page of Coins. Nice. Okay, so seeing the Hermit here and the 9 of Cups, I would say probably, and like this top line here, so there's maybe someone you've been interacting with recently that feels like a soulmate, or someone that you have closeness with. Someone could be a sibling even. It's not about necessarily romance or love. It's just a close energy here of you with somebody, and there is a change in the energy between you. The communication maybe has brought about a shift where perhaps on a mutual level you've decided that you might need to have a little bit of space, for example. That's one option here with the Hermit and the 9 of Cups. Another way this could be playing out is that there is somebody new coming in that you're having communications with, and there's a kind of negotiation going on. I don't see this in a conflict way. I'm seeing this as like communication, right? Air, communication. 5 of Wands, Page of Cups. There's communication going on, and for some of you, it's going to be the opposite, where you have been spending a lot of time alone. Maybe you have been single for a while. You have been focused on your own development, your own satisfaction, your own fulfillment, your own wellness, self-love, self-care, all that kind of stuff. And maybe now someone is showing up here, and because you have been doing your spiritual development and been very focused on your own path, when this person shows up, it's a whole nother level. Like you know that, like, actually it's a negotiation. There's a negotiation going on here. Like, are we on the same page? Do we have the same values? Do we want the same things? Where are you going in life? What do you want? What's important to you? And if you come to an agreement, if you guys if you can find a common ground, you can find a resonant match there, then you get to this point where you have the Page of Pentacles, which is a new beginning starting. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, new beginning. There's like this opening to love, opening to sharing, opening to life, to living, to opening to see where something can go in the physical world, opening to expressing a level of sharing on a deep level where it's not just about the mind, like the usual trifling things that people want out of a relationship. This is people coming together in a way to agree to evolve together. That's what I feel here. It's not just your typical, you know, something new starting. This is something on a whole nother level. This is tantric. There's a spiritual negotiation going on here where people are looking to see, are people willing to give up that beautiful, independent, spacious freedom of self-love and self-care to go into something with another person only if they can agree to take it as serious as the other. That doesn't mean it's not fun. It just means that there is a intentional aspect to the relationship moving forward, because that initial communication took place. It's like as I said, there's a negotiation going on here, a spiritual negotiation, whereby individuals are kind of interviewing each other to see if they are gonna be willing to give up some of their freedom in order to move forward with somebody. And it's only going to be if that person shows them that it's going to be worth it for them to give up their time and their energy in order to do so. That's interesting. I didn't expect to see that come out in this reading. I like it. 2 pages, like I said, communication, there's newness, there's new energy, there's like, it's fresh. It's fresh, but like, I like the Page of Cards. This Page of Pentacles, this is the first time I've seen this card come out since I've started using this deck. I'm just trying to understand what this thing is here. Kind of looks like the Scorpio symbol. Let me see if I can get it to zoom there. I'm not sure, but there's something about this energy and the energy of this card that is, even though it's Page and even though it's Pentacles, I feel there's something very deep and tantric about the energy that this card is bringing and the potential that's there. So let me know in the comments if someone new has shown up and this is resonating for you. I'm very curious. I would say, as far as advice goes, yeah, don't take this too seriously. Of course, like, always have fun and be light and be open. But there is definitely something in this spread that says to me that people are not like super casual, you know, about they're opening themselves up to an intimate connection with somebody. They want to know that the person that they're opening up to is worthy of their vulnerability, of their, you know, like the people want to know that they're safe to do so, and that they're going to be held and supported and nurtured, and that they're going to be met by the other person in terms of their commitment to their own personal development and evolution. I think I'm going to leave it there, my friends. It's almost like half an hour reading, so I hope you've really found some insight in there that will support you and help you on your way and help you make choices and better decisions along the way. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you so much.